In this video, we will see a role play between a therapist and a client showing a person centered therapy. The client is Miss Serena, a 40-year-old successful CEO who's been having problems in her workplace.
Hi, how are you, Zarina?
Well, I don't know. I don't know how I feel and what I feel right now.
Oh, okay. Can you tell me more about what's been going on lately?
Uh, I feel so burned out. I feel so stressed. I feel like there's a lot of thing going on in front of me that I feel like I'm obliged to attend to many things that it's like it's eating me up. It's like it's eating me up that no I couldn't really think for myself. And every time I try to do that, there's part of me that I feel so guilt. Then it's eating me up. It's stressing me. So I don't know what is that.
Oh, I hear you. There seems to be plenty of things going on with your life right now, and
Exactly.
it's causing you confusion. Is that right?
Yeah, so many things going on in my mind. And yeah, exactly what you said, that confusion. I'm confused of should I do this? Should I attend to this thing or to this thing first? It's like um many things in front of me, and then I need to attend to all of those things. And if I attend to this first, I know for those, they will feel bad because I did not attend first to this. So it's like my feeling is I have so many things in front of me, and like what I've said, it's eating me up right now. And every time I try to think first for myself, I feel that there's a part of me that feeling guilty about it. So it's eating me up, that kind of feeling, that kind of when you're in that situation, that it paralyzed me. So there, and I feel like there's a heaviness on my shoulder. In fact, that's really one of the reason I called again to your office to see you, because for the past few days, that's what I have been feeling, the heaviness on my shoulder. So there, that's what's going on. And I couldn't explain what is that.
I do understand what you're going through right now, Serena. You have a lot of things on your plate,
Mhm.
and you don't know how you're going to deal with each one of them because it's a little too much right now for you. What do you think? Why do you feel like it's too much for you? Is there something else that you want to do, or is there anything else that you think you're not doing? That's why you feel guilty? Can you tell me more about it?
Um, when I think of something for myself, there's part of me that I feel the guilt. For some reason, it paralyzed me to move, and it affects everything. And then when I tried to attend, not even attending already, but just thinking about it of, okay, I need to attend uh, for this matter. Um, there's a part of me again that I knew there are other people would be feeling neglected if I attend to this first. So, you know what I mean? Like it's so it's eating me up, and yet um I want to do something for others, and I want to do for myself, but I'm stuck. And if that is has been going on and on and on, it's draining. it's really frustrating and I feel so exhausted. That, like I'm going around never ending of something. So yeah, so it has been my sort of day to day. So I don't know, it's draining me. It's draining me.
I understand, Serena. I hear you, what you're going through, and I really want to help you to be able to fix this. And I know that you can. We can get you out of this rut. Um, what do you think we can do to improve on your situation?
I really don't know. I really don't know. I couldn't really think. However, when before coming here, I was in the car and I was like, no, I was telling myself why I always think for others, why I always have to comply. And then you know what I realized, because I was trying to live to the expectation of my, of course, running a company is not easy. Running a company is not easy. Leading up, leading a people is even harder. And then passing on something to you is even harder, because after this has been given to me, this role in the company, um i I felt like my time was taken already and I had no choice, because I'm the eldest, so I have to be in charge. I have to take over the role that has been given to me. And it's like I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice but just be there, because that is your role in the family. So I I think I'm trying to be a good member of the family, and trying to be a good model to those people who are looking up and looking at me. That's why um, that's what I was thinking going here. Like, why do I have to do this? And um, and when I think about it, it's like it's draining me. It's continue to, I feel like I was in a cage. Like I couldn't feel any freedom to do what I wanted to do. It just I have to do this because I have no choice. And there's inside of me, like, wanted to yell, but I couldn't. So every time I present myself with my people, I have to compose. I have to I have to be the person that what they expect me to be. Like I should have I should have I shouldn't have any emotion. I'm always neutral and yet tough. Because I guess I'm trying to live up to the expectation of the role that has been given to me. I think so. So that's what I think now. Maybe it's so hard to fit in to the role that has been passed to me. And um it's too much to fit in, because the very person led it very well, the company, and now it's like it's my turn, but that's not my way. But people already so used to the system, like I feel like when I try to make a change, um, it's going to be really, it's not going to be something good for the people and for the company. So I guess that's why every time ever since that this role has been passed to me, instead of me feeling being charged, it's like I am living to someone's expectation, and I'm the shadow of that expectation. I cannot be the one to really decide, because I know, of course, even I am the one in that role. There's a lot of eyes looking at me. You know what I mean? When you're in the company, you're put in the role of that position, and yet, because that corporation is too huge, there's a lot of eyes looking at you. One wrong move, then you're a target for removing in that role. So it's like I just have to continue what has been set up. But for me, that's not the kind of leadership. That's not my leadership. So I'm having a hard time to find my equilibrium in that situation.
I see, Judith. No, I can see that you really are doing your best with the pressure that is put on you. You're doing your best to meet the expectations of the people in your company. I want to ask, what kind of leadership do you want to do?
Oh, you know, the kind of leadership I want to do is I want, as much as possible, handling people under me. I want them to see that even when I'm around or not, my people can still move. My people can still decide. I don't want them that if I'm not there, if my voice is not heard, they are stuck. But the system that has been there already, that prior of me going to that position, that any decision, even in a minutest way, there always an approval of my position. And I don't find it practical, but yet in that corporation, some of our executive managers has been there for 20 years. That is the kind of system already that they are used to. So when I stepped in and I was even trying to present some ideas of the kind of leadership I want, they said, that's not the way we run this company. So I feel like the position that's being given to me is just because it's our family, the corporation. But the people working for the corporation, of course, I honor their years of being there, but they still see the very person that used to run that company, and that is my father. But my dad was already not around, so being the eldest, now I wanted to implement something that something that I know how the company is being worked. It seems that they are not ready to welcome me. They only see me as the new CEO, but they still want the system that had been. They say it passed down to you, so you just have to continue. And when I try to attend to something, of course, within the spectrum of the corporation, and it's like, you know, I'm trying to fit in the shoes of something big. I know my father has made this company so huge, but I have my own way of running. So that's sort of my dilemma. That it's been a month since then, but that's why I'm seeing you right now, because I told myself if I continue to just go on with this without seeking for a professional individual like you, I don't know if I can keep moving on. I'll, I want to do something that I know will benefit many of this corporation, but I don't have the support system of what they said. There are been there the loyalists of the corporation, and I'm continue to live in to the expectation of what has been set already, which is of course my dad. But I'm not my dad. So I want them to see me as a leader, as their CEO, that I am, but not the daughter of my father only. So it's such a dilemma, but like what, you know, I'm always telling myself, I need to give more time, maybe, for these people. I think, there are times that, I'm telling myself, I think I need to give more time to know them. I have to, of course, um, first value also 20 years, 30 years of working for the company. I have to also weigh that, right? So sometimes I told you already, I'm feeling burned out because dealing with them, it's like they're already in the box. Even I share the concept I want, it's like they have already, if the system has been placed already. So, and of course here I am, um, thinking that we can benefit more if we're going to do this, trying this. They don't want to try. They are so used to the system of what has been placed before me stepping in the position. So I'm still in the process of getting to know my people, especially all those executive managers that we have. I feel like, you know what I feel? If I get to know them in a very deeper level, because right now it's just 1 month. So it's our relationship to each other is like professional. So this pandemic happens and I was planning to get together with these people. And then we're stuck like this. So that's my plan actually, because I'm a very relational person. So for me, if I get to know this person, these people in a very personal and deeper level, probably when I bring up in the board the kind of or introducing, not completely changing a system, I'm not gonna do that. But when they hear like changing or introduce, it's like, a bell to them, like, no, 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 we're not. They're very defensive. Like, I'm not part of the company. Of course, I only want something good. And what I don't want is they always see me like I'm my father's daughter to run the company. Of course, I would not deny that I'm always grateful for what my dad has been set for all of us. But my parents raised me to be my own person. And I know my dad would want me to do that. So But I could only open up like that, not in a very corporate setup, not in a boardroom. So that's why I'm planning actually prior to this situation that, maybe all my general managers will have like a get together with me. That is my plan actually, but I'm waiting that this situation, this ECQ thing to die down so that maybe I could open up to them because my dad said before his managers is his family also. So I also want that actually to be connected to them. It's just this situation right now that stop or what do you call this? It's not prevent, it just put me on pause. And that's what I think eating me up right now. Because I'm result-oriented person. When I think of something, I put into action. I analyze, then I process, then I gather all the information and ideas, then execute. This thing, maybe because also of the situation that's why I'm being this way, sort of my emotion is, there's irregularities of my emotion right now. So because so many plans I have, I laid down already, I have a plan already, it's just a matter of execution. And then this thing came and then stuck me. And then when we meet online, the online thing really prevented me from expressing how I want to lead this corporation. So maybe that's why. That's why I'm being this way.
Okay. I'm happy to hear about your plans, Zarina. They're very good plans. I could see from your mood that you lightened up when you talked about your plans for your company. I could see that the pressure came from putting yourself in your father's shoes. But if you decide on things on your own, if you do things on your own, I see that your mood lightened up. Am I right, Serena?
Yeah, because I feel that I am the one really doing it. It's not like being in the shadow of my father. It's different. Of course, it's different that you're always being, your father's daughter, but not in the leadership form. Like what I said, my parents raised me to be my own person. And I know my dad would want me to continue that. So he doesn't want me, all his children, he doesn't want to be the shadow of him, to be your own. So, but of course, I couldn't also blame these managers because they've been with my father for, like, as I said, more than a decade. So their time, their dedication, their loyalty, they are priceless. So I think what I have to do is the way, of course, that kind of traits I know, I got that from my father, very relational. That's why he could get the right people when he puts the people in the position, because prior to that he built a strong relationship. So maybe before become a leader to them, I have to show them who really I am as their leader in the company. And that's my plan, talk to them, not all about the business, not all about the profit, not all about in the board, what's going to be talked in the board meeting, the shares, more in the personal level. I already planned that. and then ECQ came. So I guess that's why I'm so feeling stuck right now, because I was because the death of my dad is not, it's unexpected. No one really expected that, and no one really that, because he was okay. But yeah, I guess that's my first thing that I need to do. Get to know in a very deeper level, in a more personal level, all my managers. And
That's
um,
very good, Zarina, that you have plans on really putting into practice what you have planned for them. Will that make you feel better?
yeah, actually, that when I was planning that, and when I was already um, lay down all how it's going to be done, where are we going to do it, everyone complied. And they are already actually even the swab test before going to that place. And then this thing happened, because what I tried, I said that when I sent that memo to them, their response was so positive. The response was so positive that they are okay. It's time to breathe after the event happened, and with this situation, they were so positive. And then this thing came. And then when I called for a meeting for a mancom for all the managers, I could feel, because we set aside the plan already. And then, of course, when you call for a mancom meet, expectedly you talk about everything in the business. What are the things? And when I was presenting a new way to deal with something, you could feel the objection. So many things happening along the way. So I feel like getting to know them in a very deeper level, in a very personal manner, that will ease in a way. And when I present things, they will be more open. I'm okay to conflict. I'm used to that. I mean, conflict for me is not something that threaten me or make me feel. In fact, I take that as something more constructive, because I get to hear a different points of view. But what I'm sort of, I feel most from my manager is like pushing me. No. So I guess I have to do the other way around. So I wish really that the plan of going and being with them in a more, because they have agreed already. I even said that they can bring their family, their children, so that they won't think of anything. It's like a getaway for 1 week, that I have already checked the place where we are all going to stay. And then they're I got a positive response. So I think that's really, that's the one. So it's like now it's just a challenge for me. And really, I'm asking my dad for his guidance. But yes, I sort of, actually, I just dawned on me now that that's what I should do, really, to get to know them in a very personal and deeper. I think I have to establish a strong relationship with my managers, so that when even we are placed in a one room already, or in a board meeting, even we talk about everything about business, but since we have this a certain understanding to each other, then whether we agree or not to any of the suggestion, it doesn't matter. What matter is we understand, because that's how for me, it's not about to agree or not to agree, or it's to understand in the whole scenario, the whole aspect. Therefore, we can come up with a uniform solution or ideas. So there, I really hope that my plan of, get to know them in a the sooner the better. So I'm waiting for this ECQ to finish.
We're on the same page, Sarina. I think your plan of having a relationship with them or developing a personal relationship with them first is a good idea. It would be good for you as well. Do you think this will relieve you of the pressure of following under the shadow of your father? Do you think this will make you feel better in your situation?
I have actually I don't know what's going to be their response. It, the image that they are seeing is still the image of my father. But I guess doing that activity of being with them, get to know them, they will see the real person in me. So, and they will see the kind of leader they have right now, So I guess, yes. And when they see this, all of this, then eventually in time, I'm not leading them as the shadow of my father. I'm leading them as I am, you know. So, but the main thing for me right now is really to get to know them. Because for me, it is also my responsibility to know my people, especially this, all my general managers, because these are the key people of our company. I mean, I met them long before, but it's just like a random because during that time I was introduced by my father. But now it's different role now that I am doing for our company.
I think that's good, Serena, that you show them the real leader in you. And your first step would be a good plan to start with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I hope when this thing and the ECQ, I don't know if the pandemic, when it will end, but at least the ECQ, I get to be with, with my managers, because meeting online, there's always an obstructions. There's always like that. So nothing really come to materialize when we meet, because all ideas, all presenting ideas, of course, not everyone is in line to the idea of and the decision maker also cannot even decide because trying to cater everyone's, expectation. So that's what I feel and I think will be to soften the whole thing, because we need to keep moving forward. But I'm sort of positive that plan will work.
Well, that's very good to hear, Serena, that you're feeling positive about this and you have an actual plan to do already when the pandemic ends.
Yeah, so I guess just wait for it to happen and I'll update you.
That's good. Please do update me. I'd like to hear about it some more.
Okay,
How your plan goes. Thank you, Zarina.
you so much. Thank you so much.
I hope you feel better now and you know what to do.
Yeah, it's good sometimes that, you're able to process things and someone is there to, in a way, listen to you because I cannot talk to them, to my managers like this in this manner. But thank
Uh,
you so much.
Thank you.
During the therapy, the therapist was able to help the client facilitate her own thoughts and emotions by using the different techniques in the person centered therapy. They were able to determine the cause of the client's misery and what she needs to do to improve her emotions.